this week on Top Shelf Banter. Comes in strong.
Yeah.
But that's an easy fix, then we just delete everything else. Let the women figure out that he's just into sex and Jessica Alba on their own.
Now, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, and listen to an athlete, a booze hound, a guy with a classic ride, and three other guys talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Everybody have their drink?
Yep.
Me too. Let's do this.
I've been thinking of some things I know just enough about, that if someone shared their viewpoint, I could surely shut them down. So pour me a glass, I'll drink it down fast, and put your ignorance on blast. On the Top Shelf Banter, well, I'm more right than wrong.
Hello, and welcome to Top Shelf Banter, where our banter comes from the top shelf, our topics come from the middle shelf, and our research comes from the bottom shelf. We have a rotating topic master. I am your host and your topic master, Jimmy, or as they call me in the streets, Swag Daddy Jim.
I've heard that in the streets.
I was going to say, apparently I've never been to the streets because this is the first time hearing that.
Yeah, I've never seen it on the streets.
I just got it tattooed across my eyebrows. Swag Daddy Jim.
Yep. It looks like a unibrow.
Yep. I have the Y of the daddy coming down all the way down my nose. And then I have it, if you guys haven't noticed, I have it curling up like a cute little kitty cat tail.
Just a cute little curly Q right there.
Curly Q, just like a cute little
when
kitty
you sneeze,
cat.
I bet it's the cutest. Like a
adorable.
pig farting.
I can make it wiggle. Our fellow banter compatriot, the man that deserves no introduction,
Zero accolades.
Donnie.
Oh, but introduced before Derek, so suck it.
Oh, he's got an accolade for once. Still zero.
And last but certainly not least, the anchor to us all, Derek.
Oh, hello.
Glad.
I was going to say that, just because you're slightly higher than a negative doesn't mean you're still a positive.
I mean, it does.
That's great ASMR right there, Donnie.
Because 0 is a positive integer.
I wasn't saying you're a zero. I'm just saying that
If I'm not negative, I'm either neutral or positive. And since neutral is a positive, it's positive.
you could also be a slightly
Logic.
higher negative. Maybe I'm like -4 and you're -2.
Still more positive than you are. So there. If we times ourselves by apple pies, I'll have more apple pies than you have subtracted.
True. But if we're golf, I'm better.
Yeah, but no one plays golf. It's a sport for, rich assholes. And none of us in this room, well, we're all assholes. We're not rich.
As I say, yeah, none of us are.
Not yet. Working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I got you guys might remember, but remember when the Suez Canal was blocked?
I
Nope.
do.
And I sold my toenail clippings to
Yes.
a prince over there. He still has yet to pay me. And I filled up a plethora of mason jars.
That's a weird thing to ship them in, but just keep refreshing your bank account. I'm sure it'll show up.
Really banking on it because those were... I cut those in... I took so much biotin trying to make those just the best, the biggest and beautiful, most beautiful...
You probably could have sold them to the military for use in body armor. They're so tough.
Probably.
Just fill up a...
Basically Kevlar.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice that you're waiting for that. I'm just waiting for my my rich Nigerian prince uncle to pass away and give me all his money.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he sends me emails all the time. I'm just like, all right, you got my information. Just die now.
Just go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie, what are you waiting for? What?
Oh, I've invested heavily in Walmart stock.
Wow.
Yep.
How's that paying off?
It's not.
Because unfortunately, he didn't do it in the 60s when Walmart was starting.
What I do is when I see it's high, I say this is going even higher, and I buy high. That's what I have tattooed across my chest. Wow. Buy high, and then sell when you start to panic, and it's a really long tattoo. Yeah. So I bought it like $3,000 a share, and it's like $1,500. So I sold instantly to recoup some money.
Good.
I know how to stock.
Don't panic sell. Just hold on to it.
Exactly. Well,
Diamond hands, Donnie.
No,
Diamond
it's
hands.
worth nothing. Why would I keep it?
I mean, that's true. Fair enough.
So before we get into the beverages, I have a quick fact check for you guys. Last week when we were talking about the human centipede turning into a wagon going across the Oregon Trail, I searched up how many humans equal 1 horsepower.
Okay.
10 strong men to equal the work of one horse.
Wow.
So that's
There you go.
one long human centipede to equal one horse.
Yeah, and we figured it was what, 6 draft horse?
Six
carriage?
horses to pull a carriage. So that's 60 strong men.
Wow.
Sewn mouth
Ass
to
to mouth.
First guy's
Mouth-
gonna have to eat a lot to feed the last one.
They're actually sewn mouth to tuchus, Derek. Mouth to tuchus. I'm trying to keep it clean.
MTT.
MTT.
It's a family podcast, Derek.
All right. Well,
That's why we're talking about human centipede.
yes. So anybody that's
We're not
listening
defining
out
the
there,
science of the human centipede.
anybody listening out there, go ahead and Google that ATM and see what comes up.
Nope.
No, MTT.
MTT.
Mouth to tuchus.
ATM is an automatic transaction machine
Yep. It's
for banks.
MTT is how the Jews talk about it. Mouth to tuchus.
It's all about keeping it clean.
Okay.
Keeping it kosher, as I say.
Kosher. As always, we encourage you, the listener, to sit back, relax with a beverage of your choosing, alcoholic or not. Take a picture of what you're drinking and post it to social media using the hashtag TopShelfWednesday.
What a great hashtag.
Thank you. Derek, you have any input?
Hashtag Go Hawks.
There we go.
You have one line every week. How do you screw it up every time? One line.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Hashtag.
Vote Derek off.
No, I'm
gotcha.
definitely against that one.
gotcha.
Hashtag Hoop of Destiny.
Hoop of Destiny?
Yeah,
Deal.
oh,
I like
okay.
that. That's a good one.
Oh, I know what it is. Hashtag Energy Drinks for Life.
There it is.
Derek is definitely Brick from... He just looks around the room. Hashtag Swanson Pyramid of Greatness.
Hashtag Destiny Awards.
Hashtag Amazon Go Bag.
Hashtag Very Dusty Guitar. I
Hashtag.
do like bringing
hashtag
that up
Blu-rays.
whenever I can.
Hashtag regular DVDs.
Hashtag Whiskey Wednesday.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he
Nailed
found it. He found his little
Yes.
cue card.
Got it.
I did.
He had to.
I'd misplaced my
struggle
script.
to find it. He had to find that 3x5.
Yep, that 10-page document with one line highlighted.
You know, I mean, the problem is our stenographer's not here anymore, so
Yeah.
I don't remember what I have to say when because we have nobody giving us the notes anymore.
Well, that's not what a stenographer does.
Well, he just types everything.
Right, but he's not giving...
I can read that record. It's public.
Let's divert from the brain hurt. Donnie.
That's a good hashtag.
Hashtag
Divert
brain
from
hurt.
the brain hurt.
Donnie, what are you drinking? What's in your glass?
Well, today, since we're in early recording, I'm drinking a delicious water
Good.
in a
Oh,
blender
Aqua.
bottle.
What did you blend in it?
Water.
Oh.
Just standard water, but I did give it a good shake to get
Okay,
all the
that's-
tannins really
Yep.
flowing around.
Good.
And also an Alaskan hard seltzer. It's brewed with Sitka spruce tips.
wow.
Yeah. So right now I'm enjoying a mixed berry. I had a cherry grapefruit before.
They sound delicious.
Cherry grapefruit?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds exotic.
Oh, only the most exotic. I don't know where cherries or grapefruit come from, but they're still brewed with Sitka spruce tips.
Wow.
So they still taste like a tree.
Good.
Yep. That's
Good.
what I like in a beverage.
Tastes like a tree. I know.
do?
You are now sort of a gin connoisseur. And from what I've seen on the YouTube or the internet, watching people make gin, they use a branch.
That's that's true.
Yeah.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
what's in your glass?
Oh, we're going out of order. I like this.
Yeah.
I'm drinking
Derek's
just,
always last.
I am the anchor.
I'm just drinking just straight coffee.
Look at you,
Oh.
growing up.
I had a really easy work week as we all came back from vacation. My work week was pretty easy, but
Man,
I did indulge
lucky you.
in a little bit of alcohol during the week, and I said, you know what? I'm not drinking too much, but I'm trying to show our listeners that you don't always have to drink. You can drink something else.
Who knew that Jimmy would be the sober one
there's-
and go sober before anybody?
There's coffee rum right there if you want to make your drink
I know
worthwhile.
if it comes down to it, but right now but I am drinking it's a Starbucks brew, and I put cream and sugar.
I
in it.
need to talk for the betray real quick.
Yeah,
Bring back the Sonics. Fuck Starbucks.
that's fine. That's fine. But it is cream and sugar because I like both because I go crazy. But my creamer is a pumpkin spice latte.
I didn't see you were wearing Uggs today, but that makes sense.
I'm one pair of Uggs and one vest away from being that basic bitch.
You know, it'd be hilarious if
I
he got.
think you nailed it.
Be hilarious if he has a 0 sugar creamer, but then adds sugar after.
That is the kind of thing he'd do.
No.
I think
Zero
so.
sugar? Fuck no. Not that. I'm all about that sugar. Just like I'm all about that bass.
No trouble. That's what he says about his
trouble.
coffee.
All about that bass, no trouble.
Right? No
Derek.
trouble. Well, hello, sir.
What's in your glass?
I am drinking some Blanton's bourbon. Because unlike you, who's an alcoholic apparently, I haven't touched alcohol.
Derek doesn't quit.
I haven't touched alcohol. Nope, I take it back. I did drink on Friday after work with some coworkers.
Oh.
But
Yeah, you
other
did.
than that,
Saw
I
your
hadn't.
truck at that shitty bar.
Did you?
Yep. Because I had to go into the shitty store next door to get some batteries
There you go.
and hated life.
Well, you should have came over and had a beer.
No, I don't go into shitty bars.
Dude, they have really good food there. Had some prime rib. Oh, Fridays is the best day to go because they have prime rib special, and it's so goddamn good.
Actually, the Yardie used to have some phenomenal food.
Yeah, but that's a good bar.
True.
Well,
It was the best bar in Des Moines.
so this is hilarious. This is what's hilarious is
It wasn't
so,
the stupid lighthouse where you couldn't stand up straight.
Or
It wasn't the All-Star where you get stabbed.
It was really funny though. Whenever they're like, "Oh yeah, why is the Yard so packed?" Oh, the All-Star got shut down. Someone got shot. So
right.
Everyone migrated to the Yardie
Every week.
So I got there because one of our old coworkers, the old grinder, he's going to be moving to Pennsylvania.
No.
So we, a few of us met up, have some drinks with him. So I was there and then texted one of the coworkers and was like, "Hey, I'm here," because he didn't work Fridays. He's like, "All right, I'll be there." And I was like, "Well, do you want a beverage waiting for you? I can pick one up."
Wow.
And he goes, "Yeah, Beam and Coke," because apparently that's what he drinks there. So I go up and he's there all the time. So I tell the bartender, I'm like, "Yeah, I got to get a Beam and Coke for my coworker," and they're like, "Oh,
Todd.
okay."
Coworker Todd.
Yep.
Let's put a name to it.
And
Yep.
And-
Name and shame.
Todd.
so they make it as a good dive bar should, like in like a small tall glass. So it's not quite the rocks glass, but it's not a pint.
I don't like small, tall. Can we just call it small so we know it's small and tall combined into one word?
Yes. Perfect. How brilliant. And so she starts pouring the bean, and it gets about halfway, and then starts hitting the Coke, still pouring the beam, and then hands it to me, and I'm like, fucking Christ. I didn't ask for a double or anything, and I was like, wow, all right. So I get it there. He shows up. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "A Beam and Coke, like you asked." And he goes, "Is it?" I'm like, "Yeah," and it's a heavy pour. I was like, she apparently knows who you are. And, she comes over to like take food orders or whatever, and she goes, "Oh, I didn't know it was that Todd that you were talking about. I would have made it differently." And I'm like, I was like, "So is that how you pour it for new patrons? Because I'm a new patron and I need a Beam and Coke." So all the other Beam and Cokes came to him were just a standard rocks glass Beam and Coke. I was like, I didn't ask for a double or anything. I was like, wow, all right, I like this. She's like, okay.
You already used to make some heavy drinks.
Oh, if you were there more than like 3 times a month, my goodness, they loved you.
Yep.
And you tip big. Oh, the White Russians used to get there. Straight vodka. Just here's your vodka, and here's a dash of half and half.
Right.
Oh, you want a shot of tequila? Here's a double.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so they didn't put any Kahlua in their White Russian?
well, I just didn't. I wouldn't want to give you the whole recipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Listeners can get it. They're drinkers.
They got it.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I since I am topic master, what
Oh,
I
all
wanted
right.
to
Well,
do.
I'm going to go home then. Call me next week.
Yeah. While you're up, could you give me another beer?
This will be kind of familiar
Familiar.
if I could talk. This will be.
I mean, that's a tough word. There's a lot of L's in it.
Yeah, pretty familiar. I got a coworker's girlfriend's friend is
And she's
dating.
pregnant now?
She's dating, and
Okay.
we're
So is it Stacy?
Stacy. Yeah,
How's her mom?
other Stacy. I don't know, dead.
Well, she doesn't have it going on then, I guess.
But so this one, this I got a guy who we're gonna help, and then I have a second dude. This guy's just a real kind of nice flavor, and then I figure we can riff on.
How do you know he's a nice flavor? You've tasted him?
I
You should
know.
always taste them in.
You're,
When I
you,
read his-
you sample the products before you put their dating profile out?
So I'll leave it up for you guys. Do you want the flavor, or do you want the guy who we're gonna help first?
Let's help a guy first.
Let's help
get
a guy
that out of the
first,
way.
okay?
Really feel good about ourselves.
Okay, so this guy, we'll call him. We'll call this guy Theodore. Okay.
Okay, you're
Okay.
a
Derek
teenager.
has a good
Okay.
picture of him.
Yeah, he looks like a Theodore. I see it.
He looks like a good Theodore.
I mean, I like the flat bill with the hood over
I mean,
the
he's
hat.
got a great smile. I don't know why he hides in that second
There's
pic.
even a better picture of him right there.
Oh, my.
Topless, arm behind the head,
Oh, that
just
is a-
looking like he wants to cuddle.
That's a half hairy chest.
That's
What happened to his right side?
I have no idea.
Left pec and shoulder, hairy
yeah.
like a Bigfoot. Right.
Pretty. He does
Newborn
have
baby's butt.
He
Maybe-
does have a pretty good trimmed
You know,
beard, though.
I'm gonna
It's
say-
a nice goatee.
It looks like he has one of those things you put over your face, like a beard shaper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he may have lost a bet or recently had a surgery, and that's why he has half of his chest. Yeah.
All right, so this guy is 32 years old. Theodore is 32.
Oh, just prime of life.
Yeah.
And he starts out his profile with a meme.
I mean, strong
Strong game,
move. Bitches love memes is what I've
which
heard.
is actually along that same kind of line.
Oh, no.
This one is Jesus talking to the wise men. And it says, then they gave that bitch a foot bath. Bitches love foot baths. Really just nailing it home. That's his meme.
I mean, he's not wrong, but
Well, let's pause there. Derek, let's deep dive into how many bitches you've given a foot bath to. And I'm going to... He uses the word bitches, so we're going to use the word bitches. No
Yeah.
offense to bitches.
0. Yeah, 0 bitches have I given foot baths to.
That's not a fun answer.
Yeah.
Has Fran Yaron received a patented Derek foot bath?
Well, I mean, she's not a bitch, so
Right.
she doesn't.
We already
count towards
apologized
that.
to bitches. She can't get offended. Let's... Fine. How many ladies...
That's not what the meme says.
Oh.
So since Derek is ruining it, we'll move along with this guy.
He's no budding.
He's no budding. So this guy, Theodore, says, and I'm going to read it verbatim as it is.
Please.
I'm love with the first date invites their girlfriend in this.
Okay,
Why?
Can you repeat that real quick?
Please do, because my head hurts now.
I'm love with the first date invites their girlfriend in this. And he spelled their, THERE. Okay? Why have dogs when what you really want are puppies or kittens? More of Homer Simpson than Bundy. Jessica Alba is still hot.
Let's go back to that last one.
Let's break it down. No,
Did he just compare himself as a Homer Simpson versus I'm guessing a Ted Bundy?
no.
Bundy.
And Al Bundy.
I hope, because
From
that's
Married with Children, whatever. Al Bundy, not Ted Bundy.
Okay, well, see, when you say Bundy,
I'm more of a guy who eats donuts and drinks beer, not murders people in a van.
yeah, that's exactly. And
I
he
mean,
definitely.
you
I
should
mean, he
always-
looks more like Homer Simpson than
Yeah.
a Ted Bundy.
And
So
you should literally lead with that. Hey, by the way, I'm also not a serial killer.
yeah,
Well,
well,
now we're-
obviously,
now
and
we're-
maybe
Oh, am I skipping ahead?
You're skipping ahead.
and maybe when you have the name like Bundy that has a notorious serial killer that was known as a charmer that slaughtered women, maybe put the Al in front of it.
I mean, that's true.
Because did he not say Homer Simpson?
He did.
So why not say Al Bundy?
I'm going
He
to...
had pre-
I mean, I'm gonna defend Theodore just real quick because I don't know that anybody would compare themselves, even in a positive light, to a serial killer. We would assume that it's the venerated shoe salesman Al Bundy.
yeah, I mean,
No one
Ted
loved
Bundy
by all.
was very attractive and very smart. So
No, I think that's revisionist history. If you look at pictures, that guy was ugly as fuck.
All right. I'm going to continue going on.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted us to riff.
We'll get there. Jessica Alba is still hot.
Okay, let's dive into that. Did we skip the puppies and kittens?
Yeah, that's after. That was prior.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, dogs.
Jessica
puppies, and
Alba is still
kittens.
hot is a sentence after he compares himself to Homer Simpson
and Ted Bundy.
And Ted
Okay.
Bundy.
Is Jessica Alba still hot?
Yeah, she's still pretty attractive.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
her in like 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't think she's been in a movie, right?
She has
Yeah, she's got a TV show right now with some other as like a cop, like
And
L.A. Detectives or L.A. Hot or something like that.
And she was just recently in the Hot Ones, and by recently I mean like last year.
Alba was?
Yeah,
Huh. Okay.
still still looks the same.
right.
Yeah,
Unfazed.
she hasn't done anything, I think, in a while until this new show.
Since Fantastic Four 2?
Yep.
Yeah, and then the show I think started right around that last season or last year, or year before,
Okay.
which would make sense why she'd be on the Hot Ones, probably promoting the show.
Right. Okay, but let's deep dive. Why would you put that on your dating profile?
I mean, that's really odd.
Maybe because maybe he's looking for people who look like Jessica Alba. Now, I want to say this. I've never seen my coworker's girlfriend's friend. I have
Right.
no idea what she looks like, but maybe she's Jessica Alba-esque. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm gonna
Who
Sure.
knows?
We don't know.
I don't know.
There's no way. We can assume that she either is or isn't.
Yeah.
And until we check, she's both.
Deal.
It's Schrodinger's Alba.
That's what I was just gonna say.
All right. He continues on. This is just his bio. We have yet to get into like things I like.
Yep.
Here's things that I would do on a first date. We have yet to get into those.
Well, sometimes you got to really focus on what's important. The
So,
intro.
He says, annoyed by city people. No shit, their jail is a mess. ... J
Their
Balvin. Yeah, jail. Their jail is a mess. ... J Balvin and Maluma should make an album together. Bad Bunny and Ozuna got rhythm. And he spelled rhythm wrong.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
how do you spell
obviously,
rhythm?
obviously, grammar is
Well-
a strong point for him.
He spelled it Rythem.
Okay.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
Are we sure that's just not another artist that the Bad Bunny and the other person have kidnapped?
Maybe.
So rhyme them, and
it
they
wouldn't
have them.
surprise me at all.
Yeah. That's okay. So a bunch of music.
bunch of music. So it goes to show that this guy, Theodore, his picture, he looks of Hispanic descent. So maybe that's why he likes Bad Bunny and Ozuna.
Okay,
or
Hispanic descent.
Yeah, they are Spanish artists.
See,
Now,
I
to
always still think that Bad Bunny is a female artist. So every time I find out that it's a male, I'm like, that's a fucking dumb name.
I'm sorry. What
Bad Bunny?
is it? Is a dude?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Right? Yeah,
wears-
you also thought, yeah.
So-
I thought Bad Bunny for the longest time was that Cash Me Outside girl. I could have sworn because she became like a fucking hip hop artist, I thought her name was Bad Bunny. And then they're like,
I
no, it's
honestly
a
don't know what her-
fucking dude. And I'm like,
I don't know what her
What?
her, shopping
Oh no, because okay, now I realize that. Yeah, I have heard the Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny is
featured
in
on a track, yeah.
Cardi B. I Like It Like That. He's the dude that comes in and sings, and he wears
I've
super.
never heard that.
He wears the. You even know how E40 used to wear like the really low, small sunglasses or reading glasses, spectacles. Thank you. Bad Bunny wears those, but in a more flamboyant style.
okay.
I think I have seen him. That yeah.
Probably.
So maybe he is a gay
And he was
man,
in the Super
which
Bowl
case,
with
perfectly.
when J Lo and Shakira. He was in. He was that
That's right. Okay.
artist.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
I
let's
think
continue.
that's when I realized he was a male.
Going on, he says, Latin women make my hairs jump out. I've in an isolated...
Is that what happened to his left side?
Maybe.
Do you think a Latin woman touched his left shoulder and the hairs jumped out?
He continues on saying, I've in an isolated 2 years, I want somebody to invite hit me.
Are these? Can I see a picture of that just to see this how that works? Just I trust.
I'm reading it verbatim.
Oh.
Donnie's reading it and his mind is melting as he...
Okay. Also, he said more of Homer Simpson than Bundy.
Yeah.
So not than, like
Oh, then? Okay.
then as in more Homer Simpson and then I'm Bundy.
Okay.
So he's a fat white dude who eats donuts and then murders people.
There we go.
Deal.
So he's more like a
Yeah, it's really bad grammar. All right. So he's,
This guy's 32?
32.
I mean, to be fair, it could be English as a second language.
Probably.
And
So
that would explain a lot of this terrible grammar.
True. So he's located in Kent, so not too far from where we are. He's looking for chatting friendship, something casual. He's 5'8".
Okay.
He's a warehouse associate.
Sure. Those jobs are everywhere around here.
He that is a diploma hat. What's the hat that you wear when you graduate?
The graduation cap?
Graduation cap. Thank you.
Yeah.
A diploma. Hold on.
Diploma.
I mean, I much prefer calling it that.
Maybe we should call it that from now. Get your robe and a diploma hat.
So he graduated from Vans, and he also has a high school diploma.
So graduated from like the retail store that sells shoes, Vans.
Yes, that Vans. I don't know how.
Do they have a Vans University?
Okay, so I take back English as a second language. Now I understand why he fucking is terrible at grammar, because he got his degree at a fucking shoe store.
Maybe this also has to go with it because he's from Orange, California. So he's from an Orange in California.
Isn't there a city called Orange?
Orange County.
Well, yeah, it's Orange County.
OC. He has kids. He smokes often. He drinks often. Shops Catholic, which is weird because that is definitely a shopping bag. And he speaks English and Spanish.
Sad times. I have just poured the last of this bottle of Blanton's into my glass. which means I only have half a bottle of Blanton's still left.
Better enjoy it.
Oh, I will. And I
Orange
need to
is
get
a real
more.
place. There's Orange.
Is there
There's
just an orange?
California.
Oh, my God.
Well, there you go.
Allegedly.
I
I would like to be the first to sincerely apologize to Theodore.
the citizens of Orange, California.
And specifically Theodore.
So the county is huge, and then Orange. Yeah, there's a city called Orange right there, right next to Grand Grove or Garden Grove in Santa Ana in Anaheim. There's Orange.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, just north of Irvine.
Cool.
Irvine, excuse me.
Well, I
Learn something new.
So
would
he
like to
knows
be
where
the-
he's from.
He knows where he's from.
Already
for
forgot.
Theodore.
I apologize. I'm an
Yeah.
idiot.
Well, you obviously didn't get a diploma.
From Vans.
I threw mine.
Yeah. Didn't get that diploma hat from Vans University.
All right, so now we're getting into his, a little bit of his. We're gonna really get to know Theodore.
Okay.
And this is where I feel like
mean,
we can help him out with his dating profile.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like we already know him.
We know his musical tastes. We know his women taste.
Yep.
We know his thoughts on puppies versus dogs.
Yep.
It gets better.
And also jails.
compares himself to Homer Simpson and Ted Bundy.
And how do we know that Homer Simpson is not a serial killer? Just because they've never showed it. He works in a nuclear power plant. He could be dumping bodies into that waste all day.
That's true. 100%.
That's how nuclear
I mean,
energy is formed.
Exactly.
He has done some very negligent shit at that nuclear power plant, so they would not even look at him if he just
I don't
brought
like how
in a
you
body.
pronounce negligent with a soft G.
Yeah, negligent.
Nope, I don't like that. All right, so something that he's embarrassed to admit that he loves is
this?
so something I'm embarrassed to admit that I love is
Okay.
and it's from
Bad
Theodore.
Bundy, because I would also put that under there.
Ooh, Bad Bundy. A
He's
musical
in-
artist.
He says, "I'm into white women, even if it doesn't show. You would tell."
Oh, when he said that Latin women makes his hair fly out, I kind of assumed.
White women put hair on his chest. When he goes to balls, he has a Latin woman on his left, all the hair's removed, and a white woman on the right-hand side,
Yep.
and that's where it gets hairy.
The song that always gets me on the dance floor is reggaeton, Latin love, and B. I love slow jams. So again, he's maybe a little off.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that I've ever danced to reggaeton.
Still, okay, and he's still just a little off. A phrase I often say is, so like Derek, if you were to go onto this dating profile,
Yes.
and you were to
Hold
say,
on. I can't see you.
a phrase I often say is, what would your phrase be?
My phrase, if I was making a profile.
Right, just something just funny and
What's
quirky
like your
about yourself.
catchphrase?
What's your catchphrase?
Oh. Fuck you guys, I'm not blind.
See, that's funny.
That's
good.
funnier than that.
That's good.
Jimmy, what would be your phrase?
I am Swag Daddy P. Or a phrase I often
You wouldn't
say.
have your dating profile named that though, so they know off the bat.
That's
a
true.
phrase I often say is "get good scrub."
There you
is
go.
one-
Right. Let them know you're a gamer.
Yeah.
And you're not. You're not a tryhard.
Donnie, what would you say?
Oh. Let me tell you where you're wrong.
Oh, there we go. See,
Yep,
that's
yep.
so
if
this
you
guy.
want to get big, you got to be big.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
no, that's what his wife would
That's a
say.
good one. So this guy says a phrase I often say is "guay," Spanish gibberish, bad, swear, WTF, what a dick, blowjobs, hot ass, smoky smoke.
Can I see that real quick? Does he actually say? No, that's not gibberish. That's gibberish.
Gibberish.
He spelled gibberish wrong. Bad swear. WTF.
Bad
What a
with
dick.
3 A's.
Okay. What is his capitalization is just insane. Hot ass smoky. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm not going to judge him on capitalization
No, I am.
because when I handwrite stuff, I capitalize letters throughout writing.
Right, but this
I've
is on a
always done-
computer and it's typed.
I do it typing too.
All right.
Like, but not in the like. It's weird because like when I'm handwriting, there'll be like in the middle of a word, there'll be like a capital letter because I just write so fast. It's just what happens. But when I'm typing, every once in a while, I'll see like doing emails at work, I'll have like a random word in the middle of a sentence will be capitalized. I'm like, why do I do that? It's like I don't know if my brain is like, oh, you need to emphasize this word, so capitalize
Sure.
it. And then I'm like, fuck, go back and do it. Sometimes I leave it, depends, but.
All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
help this guy out with a new catchphrase because that's terrible.
Well, it's not really a catchphrase. It's just a list
let me
of
finish
words
going
that
through
he says.
his profile, and then we'll go
Oh,
back.
I thought you were
and-
going to say there was more words that he liked because I think he just put a list of words he likes to say.
Yeah, let me
Like smoky smoke. I mean, who doesn't like a little smoky smoke?
you have actual pen and paper, Donnie?
No, I got a pencil right here.
Got it? Does the pencil work?
Yeah, why not?
Does the lead stay in? It is a mechanical pencil. Who knows?
We're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
I get along well with people who Mexican vibe, Mexican slang, Mexican sick with it, invites Mexican mom to their borracheras. Which I don't know what that means. That might be something sexual, and if it's really, really bad, I apologize. I don't know what I'm saying.
So what he's trying to find from that last bit there is he wants a white woman that's into Mexican culture.
BORACHERAS. I don't know what it means. Donnie is frantically Googling what it means.
Drunkenness.
Oh, drunkenness. Okay.
Just, but he spelled it wrong.
Well,
Should be a double R.
you know what? Putting it past him.
But is that what I'm getting? That's the vibe I'm getting here.
What, sorry, I was...
Repeat that. The things he's looking for.
I get along well with people who Mexican vibe, Mexican slang, Mexican sick with it. Invites Mexican mom to their borracheras.
So he likes Mexican mothers getting drunk.
Yep. But he also likes white women.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
though you wouldn't be able to see that.
You
He
wouldn't
does
be-
enjoy white
But
women.
you could tell.
Right.
yeah, because Latin women make his hair fly off.
Yep.
Unless it's a Mexican mother that's drinking.
Okay.
He's down with that.
He says, let's make sure we're on the same page about love, sex, caring, racial diversity.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Whether you'll date Mark Wahlberg or Maluma. Sick. Any beer. Are you nuts? Which is, it's actually what he says.
Okay.
Okay. Teach me how to like what you like and not regret it when it'll stick.
I want to, I deleted all my dating profiles since I'm in a happy relationship now.
Mine is still pretty active, so.
But I really want to, see if I could recover one so that I could read what mine was. And then I want to know why I didn't get fucking dates for, 4 years. Because mine at least was grammatically correct.
No one cares about that.
And bitches love grammar.
I mean,
Okay.
apparently I needed to go to, the nerd dating site, and that was my fault. Someone that actually cared. Because this hurts my head.
To be fair,
I
we
know.
don't know if he got any matches at all.
We don't know, but there are two last things to finish out his bio.
Okay.
And then, actually, I am correct. There are two things, and I'm going to go out of order because I feel like the second to last one, I'm going to make the new last because it's just reading it. It's so good.
Okay.
So, ask me about what I've done in the past few years, which we probably know because he's been isolated for the last 2 years. So that means he's been in jail for 2 years. So that means,
Well, the
something.
last 2 years have been
Pandemic.
He could have been isolated at home.
True.
He could be
Or-
Unless he
good-
was in isolation in jail, and that's why he thinks they're a mess?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
Who knows?
he could be a good citizen and actually care about others and likes to wear his mask if he goes out in public and got vaccinated.
Good man.
Yeah.
Theodore, you know what?
In which
You
case,
deserve dates.
he does, 100%.
Theodore deserves dates.
Unless you didn't, and then fuck you.
I think this is just the cherry on the top of Theodore's pie.
So this is
Right
the
here.
last thing.
This is the last thing.
Okay.
This is the new last.
Right. Gotcha.
My idea of a perfect date or a perfect day is
A day?
perfect day.
Okay.
DAY.
Okay.
My idea of a perfect day is sex job, sex on your back. Just had sex, upside down sex, and wow, everywhere I go. And I'm still having sex.
Okay.
I feel like this is the guy that slides into the DMs, as they like to say, with dick pics. He's just like,
It still says
So, Derek, can you define for me? I understand sex. I understand sex job. What is upside down sex?
well,
don't-
I guess that could be a standing 69. Which, I mean, is quite impressive if you've got the strength to do that.
that's a lot of leg and core. And now,
Yeah.
Donnie, I'm
Pretty upset that I
I
asked
mean-
Derek. Every time it's a sex question, I ask Derek, and I'm always upset by it.
you ask him that.
I was thinking more like the Spider-Man scene from Spider-Man 1 where he kisses and he's upside down.
I mean, that is...
And then he's like, she's
And
standing
it wasn't
on a ledge.
Kirsten, it was Mary Jane.
I would say
No,
that
Spider-Man
that's...
kissed Kirsten Dunst. She can act.
I would say that in our generation, that probably is a lot of girls' fantasy to be, in the middle of the rain where the guy
Kissing a masked man upside down in
that
the rain.
can't breathe because he's drowning.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
He's being waterboarded by your mouth.
All right, so now that we're done with his profile,
Yeah, I mean,
let's help out Theodore.
Okay.
Maybe clean it up a little
The
bit.
best part of his profile was his pictures.
It is. Comes in strong.
Yeah.
but that's an easy fix. Then we just delete everything else. Let the women figure out that he's just into sex and Jessica Alba on their own.
Sex, and more sex, and everywhere he's going, it's just more sex. So, something I'm embarrassed to admit that I love is he's into white women.
You don't
Even
have
if
to
it
be
doesn't
embarrassed
show,
by that.
you
No.
would tell. So that's
Yeah.
that's okay. He's really trying to just open up a little bit. So
Sure.
that one I feel we can
Yeah,
leave.
but I feel like, and maybe it's
It was a cultural thing that
Yeah.
but you don't have to
Could
be
be.
embarrassed. We live in the 21st century.
This is who Theodore is.
Right, but you don't have to be embarrassed by that. We're freeing him.
Yeah.
You don't have to be embarrassed because sometimes you date a white woman.
love is love.
Right.
Date who you want.
Yes. Love is
Doesn't
love.
matter. Be
That's
embarrassed by
simple.
something else. Be embarrassed by, you know what, I didn't pay attention in English class.
There you go.
Definitely.
I don't know how to use a
Yeah.
I was going to say condom. I don't know how to use a comma or a period or capital letters.
Or condoms in that general,
Right,
because
exactly.
he says he has kids.
Yep. Oh, how many kids does he have?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says
Oh.
has kids.
Oh, plural. Okay. Perfect.
Or who knows? Maybe
We don't know.
it's-
It could just
maybe
be one, and they
maybe
don't
it
have an
just-
option.
Could just
for
be
a
one.
single.
It's reading profiles like that make me believe in eugenics.
Yeah. All right. So the song that always gets me on the dance floor is
Let's change these.
so he likes, from what we know, he
Yep.
likes reggaeton,
Yep.
Latin love, and slow jams.
Which is completely different than what he said in his bio.
So what's a good reggaeton that's a Latin love and slow jam? I think
I mean, the obvious answer is Despacito.
Despacito's pretty good. I was actually gonna go with a Shakira song.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or like Enrique
Like the,
Iglesias.
What?
Yes.
Derek, why don't you just sit this one out?
Well, I mean, we could go that. There's the one song by Ricky Iglesias.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm fucking you, right? Or is that Ricky Martin?
Actually, I feel that's
And that's Latin. It really defines the rest of his profile.
Right?
He likes women and written by a gay dude, but maybe
Deal.
maybe he ignores that.
Deal. Are you gonna write that down, Donnie?
Tonight I'm fucking you.
Tonight I'm fucking you is the song that always gets him on the dance floor.
I'm gonna cross out the you and fucking so you don't know what it says.
There it
I
is.
mean, it gets me on the dance
Good.
floor.
All right, good. We're helping him out.
Yep.
A phrase I often say is
This is where you really needed a lot of work.
he needs a lot of work on this one.
There's a lot of conflicting emotions, and Jimmy, could you just read out what he said before?
So he says "guay,"
Yeah.
which I think he meant to spell gay,
Yeah.
but he spelled a country instead.
You're thinking of Guam. or Guay is cool in Spanish.
Oh,
Okay. So he could be saying guay.
Yep.
okay. Well,
Radical hunky dory is another translation.
really,
Oh,
I
I'm
feel like
gonna
we
start
should
saying
just
that all the
change
time
it to
now.
"guay."
According
Just keep it.
God,
as
you're
"guay."
so guay.
So guay.
Oh, super guay, dude. High five.
Hunky
So,
dory is a fucking definition for it. Oh, I love that. I don't ever say hunky dory, but I'm going to say guay all the time now.
Spanish gibberish.
He's like, do you think he was saying Spanish gerbalish and just didn't spell gerbil right?
Probably.
Okay.
Bad with 4 A's.
Right.
Swear. WTF. What a dick. Blowjobs. Hot ass. Smoky smoke. This is where I feel like he really got his phrases
right.
mixed up. I think he just combined all of them into one long one.
So really, we just need one. We need to pick one of those, expand it a little bit, maybe two, like a hot ass smoky smoke.
Yeah, I mean, that could go many ways.
Right.
That could
exactly. You
be
could
a
use
cat
that,
call to a woman that's walking down the
you
street.
shouldn't do, Theodore.
Or it could be, you know what?
Correct,
This fucking weed is a hot ass smoky smoke.
Right. Exactly. You could.
This dank
the
Ooh.
purple Kush
This
Dankosaurus Rex.
I just want to point
There it
out
is.
that if you thought we were big weed heads, you can tell by our verbiage that we are not. Because we're still referencing things like Purple Kush, which I doubt has been sold in years.
It's still there. You can buy it.
all right. So
Madness Thunderfuck, hot ass smoky smoke.
Thundercats.
Go!
I kind of like that. I kind of like Derek's idea of we'll just combine a couple of them into one.
That was Donnie's idea.
Was that yours?
I just elaborated on
Thanks,
it.
Derek.
Yeah, but thanks for the credit,
Appreciate
Jimmy.
Jimmy, I just want to say thanks for listening and really paying attention to the
I do
details.
what I can. I do what I can.
All I did was extrapolate.
What a hot ass dick, Smoky Smoke. That Smoky Dick has a hot ass. There it is. Is that it?
Sure, why not? I'm happy with that. I hope theater's happy with that.
He should be. What? Oh, wait.
Hot ass smoky dick. Is that what you said?
What a bad Smoky Dick. That has,
Where are we getting
wait.
dick from? Did he have a
He
dick?
says, "What a dick" is in there. "What a dick" is one of his
I don't
phrases.
remember that at all. Okay, so yeah.
You know, no. I mean, to be fair, I think "what a dick" can stay. I mean, he probably should delete it completely, but I mean, that's a solid phrase. I think everybody says
a
that.
dick.
Yeah.
What a dick. Is
Yeah.
that just
Or
the new phrase?
what a dick. Yeah, what a dick. That's his new
What a dick.
catchphrase. What a dick.
Yeah.
What a
Again,
dick. Got it.
diversity in the word. You can use it any which way you want.
Yeah.
Just depends on how where you
Yeah,
want to
where the
put
inflection is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dick is like
What
it's,
a
it's like
dick.
dude.
Yeah.
You know, you can use it for everybody. It's just the negative. It's the negative dude.
Yeah, it's the negative,
You know?
and then when
It's-
he gets into
it's the yang to the yin of dude.
and then when he gets into the sexy times and he shows him his treasure, he goes,
He's like, what a dick.
What a dick!
What? A dick? Is that what you were expecting? You could say?
There's so many. It's a Swiss Army knife of sayings.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good. It's going to become my catchphrase. What a dick.
All right, I get along well with people who.
Okay.
Now this one was Mexican vibe, Mexican slang, Mexican stick with it. Invites Mexican mom to their borracheras.
I mean,
Invites a Mexican mom to get to their drunkenness.
So it's just, just clear it up and be like, I get along with people that are down with Mexican culture.
and also mothers. Mothers love me.
Yeah, he likes the MILF.
Mexican mothers who like culture.
Boom. There it is.
Or Mexican mothers who are cultured.
I mean,
There it is. High
that-
class.
yeah.
Take her to the
High
Met.
brow.
Yeah, he's down with his culture, and that's awesome. And he likes people that are also down with his culture. So, I mean, that's just, he says it in a bunch of fucking gibberish.
Yep.
That's
Just-
right. Gibberish.
I mean, it's just
Gibberish.
clean it up and just simple. Like, hey, I get along with people that are down with Mexican
Yeah.
culture.
Easy peasy.
You want to come to a fucking party and have some street tacos and drink some fucking Corona?
Bring your fucking mom.
yeah,
It's a
some,
good time.
some
Bring
Dos
your mom.
Equis.
We'll get borrachos.
Like, trust me, I've like you, know,
Borracheras.
you and I, Jimmy, we well, Donnie for a little bit. When we lived in Burien, we had some Mexican family that were neighbors, and they had fucking huge parties
Yeah,
all
they
the
did.
time. And I was we were always like, man, we need to go fucking introduce ourselves because they fucking know how to throw a
Probably
party.
some great food.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Fantastic
100%,
food.
100%. I got my neighbors right now across from me that I share a backyard fence with.
Yep.
They have some big parties, and they're a Mexican family, and I wave to them all the time because they come out on their back porch to have cigarettes and stuff. So, like, I gotta go and figure out who they are because they have some big parties.
Do they shoot you burritos out of their t-shirt launcher?
I need to get to know them on that level of basis, so that if they're having a party and I walk by, they're just like, "Hey, Derek," thump, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
That'd be dope. That's,
Right?
That's how I think every food should be.
I hope they don't warn you and just shoot you.
If
If it's a big thump, that's a big burrito, and I want to hit you on the side of the face.
I want
And you
someone
know what?
to shoot corn dogs.
I'm
at
gonna
me
be
like
okay
that.
with that.
I don't know what your fascination with corn dogs. This is like the third week in a row. You're just really down with corn dogs.
Here's
Did you have a good corn dog someplace?
corn dogs are fantastic.
You know,
what?
I'm not disagreeing.
It's
The
funny.
foods that are shaped like dicks are the best foods.
Pizza's not shaped like a dick.
I know. That's why it's not the best.
I disagree.
I mean, it's a
Is a
disc
burrito
or
good?
wedge.
Burritos shaped like a giant dick. Corn dogs also shaped like a giant dick.
So what about
Hot
a-
dogs?
But hamburgers not shaped like a dick.
But a
Cucumbers?
taco?
Do you like cucumbers?
Sometimes.
Do you like pickles?
I mean, I love olives more than pickles.
See?
I-
See? Olives are basically a small dick.
I'm gonna. Burritos are delicious, but nobody says
Tootsie Rolls.
Nobody says burrito
The
Tuesday.
worst candy aside from fucking candy corn.
Excuse you. Candy corn is like a weird,
Oh,
weird
fuck you
dick.
and candy corn.
Candy corn is a clit, and it's disgusting.
I'm surprised you could find it, Donnie.
No, I don't want to find it. It's only there every October.
There was a sign when we were doing a little bit of shopping yesterday, Aaron and I, and we were doing some Halloween decor. And there was a sign that has like all this, like in this house, blah, 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 blah. It's a cool sign, but the first thing it leads with is candy corn. And I was like, I love that sign, except for the top line. She's like, right? I'm like, so we can't buy it because of that. She's like, we just put some tape over it. I'm like, I mean, I'm not against that either. We didn't buy the sign.
big
but I was
red
just-
X.
Yeah, just like, fuck candy corn.
Yeah. Tootsie, how dare you?
Speaking, we're going to go a little bit different than candy corn, but I saw yesterday that Peeps has Halloween now.
I think they've had that for a while.
It's the first time I've seen
You
it,
know-
and I was like, I was like, no, Peeps should be for one holiday, and
Christmas.
everybody has to suffer them for that holiday. We don't need them
Easter.
for any other
I know it's
holiday.
Easter. It was a joke.
Second Christmas.
Right.
I mean,
Second
you're
coming
not
of
wrong.
Christmas.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
No, Peeps should just not exist. They are
I agree.
disgusting as
Yes.
well. They're pointless.
Yeah, like candy corn.
Well, you buy a package, you don't need 7 of them.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some Halloween Peeps, and I'm going to stuff them with candy corn, and I'm going to give them to Jimmy and Chapin.
Why?
Here you go. Happy
I
Halloween.
like
could-
Peeps.
Yeah, but you love candy corn.
So-
You'll,
So
you'll
it's
eat
like
a
a-
marshmallow to get a disgusting wax.
It's like a treasure hunt.
Okay, you caught me.
It's like a treasure hunt.
Now, let's get back on track with helping Theodore. So let's make sure we're on the same page about. He
Okay.
says love, sex, caring, racial diversity. Whether
That's good.
you'll date Mark Wahlberg or Maluma,
Who's Maluma?
I have no idea.
Another musical artist.
Yes.
Sick,
I
any
know-
beer, are you nuts?
I know Mark
let's-
Wahlberg. Probably not a lot of racial diversity involved with
How do you
dating
spell
Mark
Wahlberg's
Wahlberg.
last name?
Wahl.
Is it B-E-R-G or B-Y-R-G?
I think it's ERG.
So he spelled Wahlberg's last name incorrectly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Theodore.
It is ERG, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so why would you want to date Mark Wahlberg? The guy's a racist.
That's
pile
why
of garbage.
there's not a lot of racial
Yeah.
diversity with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
but
when you beat the shit out of Asian men and black people.
yeah, but I mean, I think he's going not with the character of Mark Wahlberg. I think he's going with the looks of Marky Mark because Mark Wahlberg is an attractive guy.
He is pretty hunky, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean he's obviously not the sexiest man alive, but he is an attractive guy.
Sure, he's not unattractive.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to cast aspersions here, but Theodore here does not look like Marky Mark.
No.
Not at all.
Nor does he look like Maluma, because I have a picture of Maluma on my phone.
Okay, did he at least spell that correctly?
I don't know.
M-A-L-U-M-A?
Yep.
Okay.
So
We
this
got
is
that one.
Maluma. He is a Colombian singer.
Oh, much more attractive than Mark Wahlberg.
O-M-G.
Yeah.
I don't know that he has a. He's basically
Yeah.
like the Spanish Drake.
If I had to choose between Mark Wahlberg or
So-
Maluma, I would choose Maluma.
So I think what he's saying is
Oh, I'm
because
sorry.
he.
Here he is shirtless. So I mean, he's basically the same.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Great.
I mean,
Thanks,
I just
Donnie.
got a boner, and
Now I
I'm
have
not
to
into
do
men.
this whole show with a boner.
Oh, I figured it out. Maluma on his left side has a tattoo, and his right side is blank. Do you think that's why he shaved his right side of hair
Probably.
so his body matches Maluma?
I like
where
it.
the
So-
Latin women took his hair out.
So reword what he's, or not reword, but reread what he said.
Love, sex,
Okay.
caring, racial diversity. Whether you'll date Mark Wahlberg or Maluma.
Okay, so I think what he's saying is that he knows he's not a Mark Wahlberg or a Maluma. So he's saying, yeah, you can, even though you're not you're attracted to them because, gorgeous specimens of the male species, you want to date me. And I'm okay with that. That you're going to date me, but you know that you would rather date somebody attractive.
I like your path, but let me extrapolate a little bit.
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg, I think, just judging off the picture, I think Mark Wahlberg is a little bit bulkier, right? He's a little bit more yoked than what Maluma is.
Oh, yeah,
he's got a
those hard
ju-
Boston
in-
streets of beating black men.
And judging by the one shirtless picture of Theodore in bed, Theodore looks like he's a little jacked. He's a little yoked, right? Looks like it, right?
I don't remember that picture.
I mean, he looks like, you see his arm, a little bit of the
I mean,
bicep, so he looks
a little yoked on apple pies and fucking.
He looks a little big, but stay with me here. So maybe he thinks he's big like Mark Wahlberg,
or
but
do
he
you want a
probably
skinny guy
has
like
the
Maluma?
heritage of Maluma.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll just say that I see him competing in a World's Strongest Men more than a Mr. Olympian.
True?
Right, but we don't need to be on the same page. That doesn't need... Like, obviously, if I'm swiping on you,
Right.
we're on the same page. We don't
Right.
really have to get involved in that. We're not going to have a conversation like, I'm not on the same page, so I've already swiped left.
I think I'm Mark Wahlberg-esque, but I have the background ethnicity of Maluma. Which one would you date? And if she says neither, you go, fuck you. And then he ups and
Right,
leaves.
but yeah, but we don't need to get into that. We just take that entire portion out because
Right.
if we're
I
having
agree.
a conversation, they're obviously on board.
Yeah, and let's be real. All of us average Joes in this room and probably listening to us right now,
Right.
all of our spouses would rather date Mark Wahlberg and Maluma.
True. I won't put that past
Damn,
him.
I'm not going to argue against it.
Yeah,
So I think we just clean up racial diversity to
Yeah.
racial diversity.
Right. I mean, that's let's be clear on
Yeah.
that.
And that's a
Let's get on the same
solid
page.
1.5. Racial
Yeah.
diversity is a great thing to keep it. Just
Again,
spell it
if you're not on
correctly.
the same page, it's going to be a terrible relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah.
make sure we're on the same page about love, sex, caring, and racial diversity.
Yeah. Those are good things to be
I
on the same
almost
page.
read it as diversity again.
Yeah, no, that's solid.
Are you sure it's not Diver City? And there's a city in
It's,
Orange.
DE could be. No, that's the lost city of Atlantis.
Right.
Teach me how to.
Dougie.
I think that I like that. That's pretty clean because he says like what you like and not regret it when it'll stick, which is I feel is weird.
Yeah. I mean, teach me to like what you like. That's good. You want to like what they like.
Teach me how to cook better.
Sure.
Teach me how to knit or crochet. Teach me how to play badminton, horse polo,
So is teach me how to
Or polo, as it's called.
or polo. I call it horse polo.
is teach me how to the
Yep.
the
Header.
subject
Teach
box.
me how to ...
Okay, and then he put
Like what you like.
Like what you like and not regret it when it'll stick. Dougie'd be pretty fun. That's kind of fun.
I mean the message isn't terrible, but it's in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what you like and don't regret it. That's a cool message, but not in the right spot.
Right.
So
Well, he didn't say regret it. He said regretted.
oh, okay.
REGRETTED. One word.
Right,
Atta boy.
Yeah, so just pick a thing that you're not good at and hey,
Yeah,
teach me how to do that.
yeah. Or
Teach me how to cook.
Yeah, cook,
Yeah.
rock climb, whatever.
Something.
Just some activity.
I think girls like guys that know how to cook, so not putting
And
that would probably be a good thing.
I'm also going to say that he is of Hispanic heritage. And they all know how to cook. So,
That's not true at all.
Derek.
No, 100%. Trust me.
Really?
Yeah, I have a Mexican.
Really?
I have a Mexican coworker, and I asked him to bring me tamales during Christmas because I was like, "Fucking tamales are great." And he's like, "I don't cook." I'm like, what do you mean you don't fucking cook? And he's like, "I don't fucking cook." And I'm like, "Well, then how about your wife? Have your wife make me some fucking tamales." And he's like, "Dude, I married a white woman." I'm like, "Well, your mother then. Somebody in your family has to fucking be able to cook."
Well, color me embarrassed on that
Yeah, no, he's
on that stereotype. I apologize.
Yeah.
I am. Donnie gives me. I'm blushing red right now because of how embarrassed I am.
I would say for the teach me how to, I would say, hey, teach me a hobby of yours.
Teach me how to Beyblades better.
Yeah, sure. Beyblade. Let's go with Beyblades.
Beyblades is good.
Bitches love
Beyblades.
Beyblades.
I want to know how to pog better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it
good.
back.
That's how you know.
I got this fucking
That's how you
solid
get people
gold
who are around
slammer.
your generation
Yeah,
to
right?
date you.
I got this solid gold slammer. I need to know how to use it right.
And then he uses this phrase when they talk about slammers. What a dick. See?
But I mean, I think the simple thing would just be like, teach me about your hobby.
Sure.
Teach
That
me
works.
about your, passion, something along the lines of that.
Teach me about croquet.
Sure.
I mean, you're assuming then that whoever that he goes on a date with knows how to croquet.
Everybody knows how to play croquet. You hit the ball through the gate. Done. It's pretty simple.
So
You
why
can-
does he need to be learned on it?
Maybe he doesn't know.
Yeah. Maybe he's the one person
just-
who doesn't know.
All right. Ask me about ... what I've done in the past few years, which I feel can stay.
Yeah. Just that. Yeah. That's a good conversation. So what have you done the last few years?
Yeah,
It opens it up.
Yeah,
Opens it up. Nice,
especially
nice.
if he's done something cool, like
Sure.
traveled the world, which we know didn't happen because the last 2 years has been lockdown.
Or
But
who's been the one spreading COVID? Ask him about that.
I like coughing on strangers
Ask
without
me
a
about
mask.
my political views. Yeah.
Well, that's about my thoughts on racial diversity.
Diversity.
Yeah, diversity. We're gonna talk about it. It'll be fine. Yeah, that one can stay.
All right.
Next.
And his last one. My idea of a perfect day is
Okay.
sex job, sex on your back. Just had sex, upside down sex. And wow, everywhere I go, and I'm still having sex.
Yeah,
Okay.
that just
This one we need to just erase.
just leave that blank.
We'll just agree that, you know what? He probably wants some sex.
Yeah.
And we've gotten that from his catchphrase, hot ass smoky smoke.
Yep.
Or just Alba's still hot in his bio.
Right.
He's obviously interested in the female body in
Anatomy.
a way. Yeah. The anatomy, a passionate way. So his perfect day,
Let's make a new perfect day for Theodore.
what do? We wake up, we get some, do we want it long or short?
We'll go just a brief.
Okay.
Brief.
Practicing my croquet skills.
My idea of a perfect day is croquet. Croquet and a
Croquet
picnic.
in the park with someone I care deeply about. Boom.
And
There
with
it is.
I
and
like
a picnic.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a picnic. Yep.
With a picnic.
Oh, everybody likes picnics.
Everybody
And if
loves
you don't like picnics, I don't trust you.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
There we go.
Solid.
Theodore, I hope
Great.
you're listening.
Theodore done.
Obviously you are.
All right.
We'll find your email address and send you a copy of this episode.
All right.
There you go.
Now here's the flavor one. This
Oh,
one.
that's right.
There's this one.
Can I get a
didn't
beverage?
So this one is just for flavor. This one's I don't have the full dating profile, but I just have a picture, and I have a name and age. This person is 35 years old, and let's change their name to
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Is good. Jonathan's a good
He
one.
goes
okay?
by Johnny.
So I'm going to show
But
a
he
picture.
spells it
Oh,
John.
he's definitely a
Nothing.
Johnny. Yeah.
That's a Jonathan. Okay,
Yep.
Donnie.
Let me see that again.
Can I ask where you're getting these photos from?
So my coworker,
Okay. They are sending you.
his girlfriend's
Okay.
friend.
Okay.
So she, I'm
I
guessing.
just want to make sure you weren't on Tinder as a lady
No.
finding these people.
So I'm guessing she's a single woman trying to find a
Yep.
date
And
on an
these
online
are,
dating world.
These are people that like her, and they're like,
Okay, so she's not finding them and swiping left. They've already liked her,
They're-
and so it pops up. Okay.
so this one says Jonathan liked you, right?
Okay.
Right.
Jonathan is 35, and like I said before, I don't have a full dating profile. This one is more just for fun because.
Yeah. Let me see the picture again.
Okay, stand by.
Because both of these profile pictures have had a guy wearing a hood.
This is a it looks like a large white man.
And he looks.
And large meaning he looks pretty tall.
He has a patchy beard.
Patchy beard.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably over 6 foot, probably
good
around
set.
like 260.
Yeah, his head's above the.
He has a good nose.
Window there.
Great
Yeah,
set of eyebrows.
Yeah, his beard is terrible,
He's
but
got a happy smile.
yeah.
Happy smile.
Yeah.
This guy's just all about life.
Got a zest for life.
And
Yeah.
this,
And it
this
looks
is
like
what
he's
is,
a Seahawk fan from the sweatshirt he's wearing.
And I will say, just by the little snippet of the picture that I got, he doesn't smoke. So
Okay.
it's pretty good.
Good.
Good. Healthy choices.
No hot ass smoky smoke for this guy.
So this is what Jonathan says. I am a big man.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Starting off strong.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Should have said larger than life.
Unfortunately, I'm bigger than usual right now. Gained a ton of weight in the last year, not doing anything because of COVID. That's
Fuck
fine.
the COVID pounds.
Haven't
That
we
happens. Yep.
Looking for a ride or die woman. Looking for a ride or die woman that will push me and work out with me.
Okay.
I'm a very sexual person, and I love to keep my woman pleased. At least he's spelling woman correctly. If you're scared of a rim job that will blow your mind, you should keep on scrolling. That being said, I'm not a hit it and quit it kind of guy. Not into cheaters or liars. Just looking for a down-to-earth soul mate / lover. Hit me with a number 1 emoji.
Okay.
Is this where dating is gone? I remember
You
back.
don't
like-
remember on your first date with a bunch of girls just giving him a straight up rim job?
Oh yeah, no, it was great.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of first date rim jobs.
Uh-huh. I mean, that was really my
Is
strategy.
this what dating has gone to now? Because I were like back in the day, like, what did you like doing? Oh, I I go four-wheeling, or I go to, I like camping. Is this what it is now?
You met your wife organically. You didn't do the online dating thing. You met your wife before online dating was really a huge thing.
Correct.
I have met my girlfriend on online dating, and I can promise you I did not mention anything about rim jobs.
You saved that as a surprise.
Yes. I was like, no, you don't. They're coming on. Like I don't even think in my profiles I mentioned that I was a big man.
Jonathan comes out hot out the gate on this one.
Your pictures show that you're a big man.
Yeah.
You use up-to-date pictures. You use a full-body pic. I had a couple full-body pics. Like, one of the pics that I used was the, jumping off the cliff at Blue Lake. You know, you could see my build.
What's really disappointing about these people is I would like to play poker with them because they don't hide anything.
No.
They lay it all out. Like, you deal them the cards, they're just going to throw them all out on the table. Okay, well, I've got an 8-2. Let's start betting.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think
they probably will call you a cheater.
I think the problem is,
man. He knows my cards.
I think the problem is I don't think people in our generation realize what dating is. Dating is not a relationship. Dating is trying to find out about the person to know if you want to be in said relationship.
Yeah.
You go on a few dates with somebody. That's why it's okay if you don't go past a first date.
Few
because
dates, a couple rim jobs.
Well, you got to get to the third rim job before you really know.
I feel like a rim job should come around like date 3.
You got to make sure that rim job is consistent.
But I think that's the problem is everybody's just like, I got to throw everything out there so you know everything about me because...
Well, yeah, you have no time because you're not actually dating now. The first date is all it is, and if you didn't find out everything, you're fucked.
But that's
or not fucked.
It's
as
weird.
Didn't open up and tell me their deepest darkest secrets.
I mean, you're gonna know on a first date if there's some chemistry. You learn a little bit about them. You don't go into deep subjects. It's just a punctuary thing. You try to have a little bit of fun, and then if there's some chemistry there,
you rim them.
Exactly.
You give a rim job.
You bring them home, and
I get what you're saying. I mean, and you can also say that you're a sexual person. You should be open and honest about that. And you know what? That kinks people enjoy. I mean, I'm not a rim job kind of guy. If you are, that's fine. But maybe you have that on the first date conversation versus on profile.
Yeah. You probably don't want to lead in your profile with rim jobs are my specialty.
Right.
Yeah.
Had a lot of practice.
A lot of practice giving out some solid rim job. And if you don't like it, move along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move along.
If you don't like it, maybe you'll learn to like it.
Right?
Who knows?
Right.
But that's something you talk about face to face.
You talk about it, and then you...
Not blast on the internet so when you're running for Congress in 10 years, you're like, so excuse me, sir. It appears here you liked rim jobs.
Yeah, like that's a profile that you'd put on like the Craigslist personals when you're just looking for a one-night stand.
When you're wearing a Freddy Jason mask.
Yeah, when you're just like, hey, I'm just looking for a Friday night rim job. Who's down?
Ready to
I'm
go.
a big guy. I like sex.
All right, so the other... I feel we helped. We had a good laugh at Jonathan, and we really helped
laugh
out,
with Jonathan. Really, he knows that was a ridiculous thing to say,
and we helped out Theodore. I would say immensely.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is about what we like. Okay. So let's say that we're all CEOs of, let's say, a company called Walmart, a small company.
I've never heard of him.
Let's
Are
say
they local?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what, Derek? What do you look for in a employee of the month? If you were to give somebody the award of employee of the month,
Employee of the month.
What would you give to them?
I fucking hate employee of the month.
So as a reward,
Like, hey, you did a good job. You
what would I look
have
for?
earned employee of the month. If you were if you were Mr. Walmart,
Like, who am I looking for to be employee of the month?
what attributes are you looking for in a person?
Well, I think I would want somebody that is dedicated to their job.
Okay.
Being that it's a retail establishment, there's going to be, shift call outs and that kind of stuff. So somebody that's willing to work extra shifts if he gets a phone call at home when he was probably a little hungover and they're like, hey, so-and-so just called out. Would you be willing to come in and work 4.5 hours?
Ready to go that extra hour, that extra mile.
Yeah, that definitely some dedication. Obviously not late or calling out all the time. So, that's you definitely want somebody that is dedicated. Maybe gets, because they do the secret shoppers at retail establishments, gets good scores on the secret shopper. Like, hey, so-and-so was kind. He knew exactly where the product was I was looking for because I found the most obscure product in the fucking store, but he knew exactly what shelf it was on.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the guy, the person that should be
Donnie, what about you?
Employee of the month.
What do you look for in Employee of the Month? If you're also a Mr. Walmart and you're looking to give out the prestigious award of Employee of the Month.
Right. I only give it out 12 times a year.
Right.
So
it's pretty prestigious.
I enjoy a punctual person.
Punctual. Okay.
I never want you clocking in late.
Right.
You can call out sick. I mean, I don't want you coming to work sick either. So go ahead and feel free to call out. Use your days.
Health comes first.
Health. You know what? Healthy heart, healthy mind, healthy store is what I always say in my Walmart.
That's a slogan.
Yeah. I mean, just always do. I don't believe in the time to lean, time to clean bullshit. Because you know what? Fuck you. You don't pay me to clean. You pay me to work a register. So, you know what? Just being there, and I never had a complaint about them. You know, if customers are complaining, you're not Employee of the Month. But you know, a nice straight neutral. You don't even have to get compliments. Just a neutral. Just be neutral. You're on time, and your till's always correct.
So do you have 72 employees of the month every month?
Well, yeah, because if you're not doing those things, you're fired. So, yeah. So really, it's a store of the month, and if you're a part of that store, you've won the award.
There you go.
Good for you.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So the reason I was going into Employee of the Month is because
great movie by Dan Cook.
I was scrolling through my Facebook feed, and somebody posted a picture of Walmart of a Walmart post, and they wanted to congratulate this person right here, Sam. Sam at a Walmart, which is a female.
Sure.
Sam won Employee of the Month.
Good for her.
Sam.
Congratulations to Sam.
Absolutely. Cheers to Sam.
And I was reading through. Cheers to you, Sam. Cheers to you.
I mean, I've been working for 18 years.
Sure.
I've never won an Employee of the Month.
To be fair, your job doesn't do Employee of the Month, though. So.
Well, I worked retail before that.
Now then, I would talk to Chapin. Isn't he your boss?
No, he was. We were equals at that point in time.
So I was reading through the comments of this, and the comments on why Sam earned Employee of the Month. Mm-hmm. It's pretty obvious to see why she earned it, because these comments are literal gold.
Wow. Oh, nice.
So one person says, "Congratulations, Sam. Last week I went to Walmart and she scanned my MacBook as cilantro. I will never forget that favor."
Okay.
Next one says, "One day there were no electric carts left in Walmart, and I really needed one. I wasn't hurt or anything. I just wanted to play bumper cars with my friends." Sam saw the look of sadness on my face, and after telling her my issue, she said, "Be right back." 2 seconds later, Sam was back with a cart, but only one. I said, "Sam, I needed more than one cart to play bumper cars with my friend." Next thing I know, Sam is down on all fours and tells me to hop on. For the next 2 hours, Sam rammed her head against my friend's cart as I rode on her back. I'll never forget the friendly and speedy service. She should be cashier of the month.
Oh my God.
Sam found out my car broke down in the parking lot and handed me over the keys to her car. Thanks, Sam. You're the best. Sam, I remember one time I broke a good set of teeth, and when I found my spare set, I realized I ran out of Polident. Well, I went to Walmart, and Sam could tell something was wrong. I told her what happened, and without hesitation, she gave me her teeth.
I mean, that's 3 out of 4 there are Employee of the Month qualities.
Yeah.
Scanning MacBook Pros is cilantro. You're out.
Yeah, right.
Went to get a case of beer. It was warm. Sam pulled a tall, cold one out of her cooler by the register. He gave it to me and said, "For the ride home." So, I want you guys to go deep down, go into your
the best.
Into your memory vault, and think about all the times that Sam has helped you guys out.
Okay.
Oh, thought you were gonna go with when I helped people and should have got Employee of the Month.
Now we know that never happened to you.
Well, I didn't get it, but I should have, because of how many Alpine Design T-shirts I scanned for 35 cents.
And while you guys, I can read through a few more of these comments while you guys really think about the time that Sam helped you out. Sam joined in and recited an entire Post Malone song verbatim was singing in the checkout line.
This one time when I was helped by Sam at
Yeah.
Walmart, I was going through a rough patch. I had been drinking heavily,
Yeah.
and I needed a new liver.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sam could see something was wrong. I had jaundiced face, jaundiced eyes. But Sam and I, she said, don't worry. She went to Hardware, built a bug-out bag, and we went on the hunt. Her and I, we harvested livers till we found a match. And she did not give up. She used all her vacation days to help me, and I will never forget that.
I definitely thought you were going to say she gave you hers.
No. I mean, she would have,
so
but we weren't a match, and we knew that just by locking eyes.
Use her vacation days to
What?
harvest livers.
Yep.
One day, the Walmart greeter asked to check my receipt. Sam stopped him in his tracks and said, "Don't you ever ask him again."
Where are these comments coming from, by the way? Just like, is this like a public thing Walmart does? Like,
Just congratulations, Sam. And then the comments underneath are just
all right.
solid gold.
Oh, my God.
I went into Walmart last night. Someone punched me in the face and broke my glasses. Sam literally took my lenses and made a hand card frame out of firewood and quickly put it all together within minutes. Derek, do you
Oh, man.
do you have any good memories of Sam helping you out?
I'm racking my brain. I'm racking my brain on that one.
I went to Walmart one day trying to steal a 65-inch TV. Sam helped me carry it out because she thought I already paid for it.
Oh, we were at Lowe's yesterday, just a side note, waiting to buy some stuff for the backyard. And Lowe's is a terrible store, but Home Depot didn't have what we needed. And there was people lining up behind us because no one knows how to work a register.
Right.
So as we're getting rung up, the guy behind me just sighs and just walks out with a vacuum cleaner. Just leaves.
What?
He was had it in a cart, like waiting to pay, and like, this is taking too fucking long, and just left with the vacuum cleaner. People are like, does that happen? Like, yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Did Sam give him a little
I
wink?
was being helped by Sam. She side hustles at Lowe's.
Sam just probably gave the nod. Was like,
Yep.
yeah, you're good. I'll just put it on your tab.
So another time I was shopping at Walmart,
Yeah.
and I was just buying groceries because I was down on my luck at the time. And I also couldn't pay rent, but I decided I needed food more than rent. And Sam could tell that I needed money. So she just handed me $1,000 out of the cash register. And she said, don't worry. I'll ring up somebody's cilantro as a MacBook Pro later, and they won't even notice.
I was at Walmart the other day, and I was really into...
Is this a real story or a Sam story?
It's a Sam story.
Okay, because sometimes you shop at Walmart.
Yeah, and I was really indecisive on what bottle of whiskey I wanted to bring for our podcast recording and just my daily enjoyment. And she came over and saw that I'd been standing there for a half hour. She's like, "Well, how could I help you?" And I was like, "Well, I just don't know what whiskey I want to try." So she went to Home Goods, came back with a shot glass, and then opened all the bottles to let me sample to see which one I wanted.
Wow.
Oh, Sam.
Yep.
She's so awesome.
Yep.
Here's another one that somebody posted. This person's name is Tank, which I think is pretty cool. One day I was rushing through Walmart to get some jelly for my toast before it popped out the toaster and slipped and fell and knocked my 2 front teeth out. Sam came running up with a hammer, knocked hers out too, and looked at me and said, "We are in this together," and slipped a jar of jelly in my pocket and told me to enjoy.
Jar of jelly. God damn.
I was at the register getting ready to check out, but before I forgot, I forgot milk for the kids. I ran back to get the milk, and when I came back, Sam at Geico, they're saving me 15% on my car insurance.
So Jimmy, have you had an encounter with Sam?
Oh, I gotta really think. So one time I frequent this Walmart specifically. One time I went
obviously
there.
has the best employee in Walmart.
Yeah, right. Sam. One time I went there and I was really looking for a new pair of rollerblades. And Sam
some
was
good old fruit boots.
Yeah, some good old fruit boots. So Sam was there, and I said, "Hey Sam, how cool are these rollerblades? Are they pretty cool?" And she said, "Yeah, they're really awesome. Would you like to try them out?" I said, "Would I?" So she literally shut down the whole store, set cones up, put water out, and let me skate through the whole store.
Nice.
through the cones and through the water. And some of the people who didn't leave, she just let me tackle them.
Nice.
So that way I could really get my
Like roller
my
derby.
roller,
Yeah,
my
it's like
roller
practice,
derby going
yeah.
in. So
Yeah. Did she join you, or she just like watch?
no, she let me hit her. She said,
Yeah.
"Bring it on," and then
Nice.
I would.
If I know Sam, I bet she was cheering him on from the aisles.
She liked it.
Yep.
She was a big fan.
It's one time
Yeah.
when I wasn't shopping at Walmart this time. I was robbing Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah. They had some stuff I wanted, and I didn't have money. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
but me and my buddy Tank, we ran inside.
Yeah.
Okay, and we left the car running on the outside. Arms full of stuff. We just come charging out. Tank gets shot by the old man at the start. He's concealed carry. Shouldn't be doing it, but
Right.
Tank gets. Now I have no driver because I can't drive.
Yeah.
I'm on disability.
No.
Sam slaps the greeter, knocks the gun out of his hands, takes the gun, jumps in the driver's seat, and we drive away. Getaway driver, Sam, employee of the month in my book.
I like it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's good.
Derek, do you have any others?
I'm sure I do. I'll see if I can come up with
I mean,
another
there's
one.
so many sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
like a good story.
It's pretty rough. One time, I told Sam that I never wanted to leave Walmart. She said, "Don't worry about it. Just stay here forever." So she helped me make a house out of the lumber and everything. I just stayed there. I lived there. She brought me food, cooked for me even
Oh,
too.
wow.
So
Solid.
She let me just open up everything. It was just
Well,
mine.
Sam's a big believer in the, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man. So she taught him how to live there in
There
that
you go.
Walmart.
Taught me how to live.
Yep.
That
So let me
is definitely
disassemble the
employee of
shelves. I
month.
used the shelves as a shelter.
Nice.
I mean, a roof. I took TVs. Just you got to watch TV somehow.
We got to have entertainment.
Yeah. Fired it all up. When I wanted to read a book, I didn't. I just played video games.
Ah, there you go.
That one time that thought came up. A book? Fuck that.
Maybe. I think that pretty much does it. I think Sam deserves that employee of the month.
She's
Yep,
not
yep.
employee of
Oh.
the month next month either. Like,
Yeah,
very probably.
speaking of the video games, I do remember that there was a time when all my team on Warzone for a tournament bailed on me, and I was really sad. And Sam asked me what was going on. I told her I can't solo a thing.
Oh,
so
no.
she joined, and we did a duo, and we fucking won gold.
Wow.
For first place. She's so goddamn good.
Wow.
Sam is just so multi-talented.
Wow. Who knew?
Yep,
Yeah.
right there at the Walmart on one of the laptops. We just fucking dominated.
Hidden talents.
Yeah.
Wow. Sam deserves that employee of the month.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what? 100%. Let's
Earned
just
it.
fire every other employee and just have Sam run the store. Promote Sam.
One of the
Hashtag promote
comments.
Sam.
One of the comments was that Sam showed me where I could buy stuff in bulk, and that's why I go to a specific club.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's pretty solid.
I go to her club.
Well, I have one last story about Sam.
Okay.
You know how we love baseball here at this podcast.
Yeah.
Huge
Sam,
fans.
Yeah, huge fans of baseball. Sam is also a huge fan of baseball. What she really appreciates about baseball is the sanctity of the rules, and she wants to keep the game pure.
Yeah.
So a couple years ago, there was a whole cheating scandal that Sam and I tried to stop. I was buying baseball gear at Walmart
Yeah.
because, I like to donate to little leagues.
Yep.
I stand in the outfield and hit baseballs at the infield while they're playing. Sam loves to do that too. But we were in Houston and we were trying to stop a certain team from cheating. I'm not going to name them, the Houston Astros.
Okay.
But we ran around that stadium, just throwing out trash cans, signal jamming like radio signals for
Going
Jose
crazy.
Altuve. Yeah, just trying to stop the steal of that World Series.
Yeah.
We obviously weren't successful. We needed at least
Hashtag
one
stop
more,
the steal.
Yeah, one more team member to really stop him. But I think we should vote Sam as commissioner of baseball. Mm-hmm. She would not stand for the cheating that went on, and she would not let those, let's call them fuckers, down in Houston keep their hunk of metal, because it's important to Sam that we follow the rules.
Is Sam's last name
Sam.
Treasure? Sam Treasure?
Yep, Sam, you found it.
Sam Treasure.
We don't want to blow up her spot, but Sam Treasure, you are a national treasure.
Yes.
National Treasure of America's
Yep.
sweethearts.
Exactly. Oh, that's
Is
an
it-
extra word she's going to get. Employee of the
Sam-
Month, the National Treasure of America's Sweethearts
That's
Award.
it.
Sam Sweetheart Treasure?
Yep, America's next top treasure sweetheart.
Is that her middle name? Sweetheart?
Sam Sweetheart Treasure.
There you go. Love it.
This is something Al Bundy would probably say.
Definitely
My
what
sweetheart
Ted Bundy
treasure.
said.
Show me your treasure. Oh, did that almost come out your nose? Close?
Did you know that Sam is actually the one that helped catch Ted Bundy in Florida?
Wow.
Yeah. That's how good she is.
Multi-talented.
That's right.
Unwavering.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable, some would say. Let's bring it home.
Let's bring it home. As always, we would like to thank our friend Jordan Mosley for creating the music for our podcast. If you're interested in more of his music, you can find him on iTunes and or Spotify. That's Jordan Mosley, Mosley. Why? Because Derek loves you. Speaking of Derek,
Yes.
if I am a listener,
Of course.
what are some avenues for me to traverse so that way I can get a question of mine?
Not just avenues. Tell us about the lanes or perhaps boulevards that we could go down.
Or the Avenue Courts.
What's some freeways I can just boogie on down? What are some electric avenues I can boogie down to?
Well, we have a Twitter at is it Top Shelf Banter Pod?
Yep.
Is the handle at the little A with the circle.
It's like at Gmail, but
if you know Twitter, you understand how it works.
That is the handle, I believe, is what they call it. Mm-hmm. And then we're also on Facebook at Top Shelf Banter Podcast. I don't remember if the podcast is in it or not. Top Shelf Banter.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm not on
I
Facebook.
don't know. I run the goddamn thing, and I can't remember if the podcast is in it or not.
are we on this thing that called email or electronic mail? Are we
Oh
on this
God,
thing?
no! That's old news.
Old news?
No, yeah. Our address is.
Try to come up with something that's not one of our addresses.
I was
Real
gonna
quick.
say the White House, and I dropped what the White House is. 1600
1600
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Avenue.
There you go. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. You can send all the mail snail mail, and if you
Derek,
mail.
hold on. Just time out. Just calm down. It's not a race.
Joke's getting ramped up over
My
here. Putting him on the
If-
spot.
Heart's just fluttering.
No wonder he fails at interviews. He just starts.
A question. Oh, I got one.
If you mail to us, no postage necessary. Yeah. No, it's
What
top-
if they write to us? Is it?
same thing. TopShelfBanterPod@gmail.com.
There it is.
Sweet.
Yes. I think
You
that's.
know-
I mean, we have an Instagram, but it hasn't actually been used. So
Right.
Right. We also have a
we
OnlyFans.
don't take a lot of
All
pictures,
for free.
and unfortunately, that's all you can do in Instagram. So
Probably write a song.
yeah, if you do want to see our nipples, we are on OnlyFans.
Yep.
There is some nipples, including of our
Oh,
our befallen betrayer.
Missing quartet.
speaking of him, I think we should take our moment of silence and just celebrate the sacrifices that the betrayer has made
Yeah.
to not be here with us, his friends.
I heard that he had to leave the podcast so that he could rescue Afghans from the Taliban and get them to the airport.
No,
in
that
time.
was Sam.
Yeah,
That was Sam.
that was definitely Sam. Shit, our betrayer would never do that. He would actually take people back to Afghanistan. He would betray them in that way. We're getting out of here, and they would just fly in a circle and land. There they are. That's what he would do.
One big circle.
Yeah, but a moment of silence, and that's probably enough.
Anywho, that's Donnie.
That's Derek.
That's Chapin.
And I'm Jimmy. We hope you have enjoyed the frustration behind our opinions on these topics. Thank you for listening to Top Shelf Banter, and we done.
Top shelf banter. Well, I'm more right than wrong.